Hello, everyone. This is Michelle, and I am bringing you my very first yoga class recording from my basement. Created this little yoga spot behind me, and today we are going to be focusing on grounding and staying rooted, but yet being supple so that we can move with the times and stay grounded and supported and nourished, even in the midst of a little bit of chaos. So we're going to start seated, and there's a variety of ways to do this. One way is to come into cross-legged pose, and I like to sit on a pillow. I have a little bolster here. You could just use a pillow, and you could position yourself so that you're sitting upright and that your knees can relax down. We can bring our hands palms up on the tops of our knees. And from this position, we want to really sense the base of the spine, letting your energy move down and into the ground. Now, I know sometimes it can be challenging to sit upright, sit up straight, but focus on relaxing your big back muscles so that you can activate the spinal muscles, which help to support the vertebral column. If you'd like, you could close your eyes and breathe. Letting the breath open and move into the rib cage. The rib cage expands on the inhale. And maybe even taking that breath a little bit deeper and into the belly. Now noticing that rootedness, we're going to just start to move the spine from side to side. Sensing that anchor. You could let your head move gently side to side. And notice how that movement begins and originates at the base and then moves up and out through the top of the head. You can make this movement as small or as big as you like. Noticing what feels good to you in this moment. Settling the mind. Staying present to the details. Being curious. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring it back to center. We're going to take the arms, palms up. Energize the arms as you come up. Inhale and then exhale back down. This is a good grounding practice. One more time. Okay, let's take our arms straight out. You can energize them, palms down, bringing one arm over. You can fall, letting your other arm move up and over, creating a nice energetic line. You could move your head side to side. Taking a deep breath in, we're going to press into the earth to rise back through center. Other side, arm up and over. Coming back through center, we're going to bring our left hand over to our right knee and come into a spinal twist. Breathing nice and deep. Bringing it back through center, other side. Taking a deep breath in, let's come back to center. We're gonna bring one arm up and then coming forward. You could lean forward and into it using your fingertips to support your back body as you swoop through center. You could exhale forward, inhale up. One more time. Bringing yourself back. We're going to find ourselves on all fours. So if it feels uncomfortable, you can always put a blanket underneath. I have my yoga mat on a carpet, so it's nice and cushioned. And we're going to spread our fingers and press the mat away. You could take your body and shift from one side to the other. Lifting up one kneecap and placing it back down. And what we're going to do here is we're going to come into child's pose. So let's take our knees wide, and you can take your big toes together and sink your hips back. Bring your arms out. If this does not feel good, you can always bring them underneath, but you could try with them extended. Maybe your forehead can come down towards the floor. And breathe into your back body. And as you do this, we're going to sink our hips back towards our heels. Taking a moment here just to feel into the pose. Okay, we're going to find our way back up. We're going to keep our hands out in front of our shoulders. We're going to bring our hips over to one side and circle some big spirals. Noticing how your wrists feel. You can always walk your hands further out. Noticing how your low back feels. You can always keep your body closer into the core, making your spirals smaller, tighter. Now, noticing the direction you're going, we're going to switch and go the other way. Just warming up our joints. Okay, let's bring our hands back underneath. Spread your fingers, rooting down through the hands. We're going to shift our body weight, and the right leg is going to come out. You could then take the left arm out. You could hold it here, or you can try lifting that back leg up. Reach in two directions. Let's bring the hand down. That leg that's up in the air can come over to the side. Heel down, toes up. You can stretch out the back of that long leg. Let's bring it to the other side. Extending left leg back, curling the toes, extending the right arm. You can lift that back leg, flex the foot, breathe. Straight. Bringing the hand down, let's take the leg out to the side, toes up, heel down. You could come back, you could round your spine, taking the weight off of your wrists. Okay, let's bring it back to center. Bring that leg back in. We're going to shift again to the other side, but this time we're going to bring the leg forward. So you could bring the foot right under the ankle, right under the knee, stacking, bringing the arms up. Let's keep the hands apart and relax our shoulders down. This is a balance pose, so pull your low belly in and find your gaze point. Feel rooted, grounded, stable breath. Take a deep breath in. Bring that leg back underneath. Let's switch to the other side. Bring that foot under. You could curl the back toes if you like. Finding your stability. Arms can come up. Reach, reach, reach. You could energize the arms if you like for added stability. Find something to look at. Pull your low belly in. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. Let's bring the hands back down. Step that foot back. We're going to plant our hands back underneath our shoulders. Spread your fingers, curl your toes. Lift your knees and press back. Tailbone up to the sky. You can always keep your knees deeply bent here and then begin to straighten them. We're going to bring ourselves back into plank position. Go walk your hands out. You can always drop your knees here. You want to press the mat away, engaging the core. Now knees can come down, elbows can follow. Elbows underneath the shoulders, spread your fingers. We're going to root down through the pubic bone and the tops of our feet and lift up. Notice how your low back feels. No pain, no tingling. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath in. Let's bring our body back down. We're going to bring our hands underneath, curl our toes. You can press into kneeling plank, full plank, downward dog. We're going to take the left foot up into the air. And I want you to pulse here. So lift your body up onto the ball of the foot and bring the heel up and down. Okay, we're going to bring that leg through under. We're going to place the foot down and we're going to come up, keeping our feet parallel. Bring your arms up. If you like, this time you could interlace the fingers. Look up, gentle back bend. Just keep that back leg nice and straight. Take a deep breath in. Let's come back down. Stepping the front leg back. Downward dog. Plank position. Breathe. If you like, you can come straight down from here or come down to your knees first. Elbows to the back. Elbows underneath. Pull yourself forward. Take a deep breath in. Let's bring the hands back underneath. Curl your toes. You can press up into plank position. Downward dog. We're going to take the right leg up. Point the toe. You can lift the heel up and down. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. Come up. Bring bring that foot through, finding your balance here. Coming up, you can interlace your fingers, index finger to the sky, gentle back bend, balance pose. Take a deep breath in. Let's bring our hands back down. Bring yourself forward. Step it back, downward dog. Coming forward, plank position. Hold it here, breathe, breathe. Sense being rooted down through the base of your, the balls of your feet and the palms of your hands. Whole fingers. Okay, we're gonna bring the knees down. We're gonna take the knees apart and we're gonna come back and into our child's pose. You can bring your elbows next to your forehead. You can bring your arms up above the head. Breathe. Okay, let's bring our hands down. We're going to bring our hands back underneath and we're going to bring our knees together and slowly sit up. See how it feels to sit back on your heels. Gaze is forward. If this does not feel good to your knees, you could either put a blanket or a pillow, or you could come up into a kneeling pose. So let's interlace our fingers in front of our heart. Press the hands away. You could come up at an angle and then relax your shoulders back and then come up the rest of the way. Pull your low belly in. Breathe here. See if you can relax your shoulders down. Arms are next to your ears. Take a deep breath in. Let's bring those arms back. Turn the palms towards you and then bring them back behind the body. Interlacing. You could squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the chest. Tuck your chin. Let's release the arms. We're going to come over onto the right hip and bring our feet out in front of us. Soles of the feet can come together. What we want to do is we want to press down. Press the knees down and reach the spine up. If you need to, you can always grab on to your ankles or your shins. The idea here is not to be constricted here, but to be really straight in the spine. And again, feeling that extension down, that rootedness, that groundedness, that home that we carry with us. Breathe. Now we're going to bring our our feet out and we're going to hinge over the hips coming forward. You can let your chin rest towards your chest. Now this is a passive release, and so what you want to do is you want to see if you can relax into the pose. You can consciously go to those places where you might feel tension and see if you can relax and go a little bit deeper. Okay, keeping the spine long, we're going to come up. We're going to bring those thighs together and we're going to find our balance on our sits bones. If this is painful, you don't want to do it because it just doesn't make sense. So extending the legs, boat pose. Looks like this from this side. And see if you can hold this and feel your resilience, your ability to stay grounded, even when there's minor discomfort, minor disturbances. Shaking will happen here, and we breathe through it. Keep your jaw nice and relaxed. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to release the pose. And we're going to lower ourselves down onto our back body. We're going to take our feet wide on the mat. Okay, bring your arms out, palms up, and then take your knees from one side to the other. You can turn your head. This is a reset. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to bring our feet in, hip width apart. You can walk your feet in close to your bottom. We're going to bring our hands here, fingertips reaching out. And what we're going to do is we're going to press the low belly in. We're going to lift the pelvis. So you can stay here, making sure that your thighs don't wing out. Or you could bring your hands underneath your sacrum, walking one arm under, then the other, and reach. Squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit together. Breathe here. Now, option here is to shift your body weight to one side, and the right leg is going to come up. Point the toe. Keep the left. Breathe. Let's bring that foot back down. Switching to the other side. Left, left, left. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, let's bring that leg back down. Lift a little bit higher. We're going to release the hands. We're going to slowly, starting at the top of the spine, roll down. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Give them a little hug. And if you like, you can rock from one side to the other. Maybe you could rock all the way over onto the side body, lifting one leg and come the other direction. I like to roll my head all the way over so my third eye, the center of my forehead, roots down and into the earth. Noticing the details here, staying present to the moment. Okay, 2 more. Last one. Okay, let's bring our feet back down. We're going to extend the right leg straight up. I want you to bend, or not bend, but flex your foot. Bring your toes towards your shin. Then relax your hip back down to the ground, rooting down. Hands could come by the side of the body. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slowly lower that leg down. Take a deep breath in, bring it back up. Nice and controlled. Okay, let's take that leg that we've been moving. We're going to bring the ankle to the thigh. You want to see if you can get your shin parallel to your hips. This is one option, is to stay here. Another option is to bring your shin towards your chest. Another option is to reach through, interlacing your fingers, and breathe here. Remember, passive release, letting go of the tension. Breathing nice and evenly. Okay, let's release that thigh, bring it back down. We're going to switch to the other side. So left leg comes up, flex the foot. Your hands down by the side of your body. We're going to slowly lower that leg down. It doesn't touch, just comes to almost touching, and then bring it back up. Keeping the hips rooted, grounded. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Two more times. Keep your leg energized. Last one. We're going to take the ankle over the knee, hips parallel to the shin. You can hold it here. You could bring the shin towards the chest. You could reach through with your fingers interlaced. Passive release. See how relaxed you can get. Breathe. Deep breath in. Let's release that leg. We're going to bring both feet down. We're going to extend this time the left leg long. And I want you to shift your body weight so that you come over onto the side body. Foot can come to the top of the thigh and roll open. Spinal twist. Right arm can extend out. You can look in that direction. Spiraling the shoulders and the hips. You want to see if you can root that right shoulder down. See if you can bring the breath nice and deep and into the rib cage and into the belly. Okay, let's take a deep breath in and bring it back through center. We're going to bring the right leg this long this time. That shifting is very important. So shifting over to the side, foot comes to the top of the thigh, spinal twist other side. We're rooting down the shoulder and opening it up. breath in. Let's bring it back. We're going to bring the knees into the chest, and we're going to roll like a ball. So bringing your hands behind your thighs, coming up. We're going to stay off of the head and shoulders, or head and neck, so that we can just come onto the back body. And then when you're ready, we're going to cross our legs, coming forward. Hands can come in front, and then we're going to crawl back and onto the mat. We're going to take our knees together this time, and let's try child's pose this way with the hands to the back body, forehead down. This is another way, and it allows us to relax our shoulders down, opening up the back of your body. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. We're going to bring our hands back underneath. We're going to step the right leg through. We're going to come into our crescent lunge. So the top of that back foot is down on the mat. We're leaning. Notice that my back knee is way back behind my hip. You could hold it here. This could be your pose. We want to really find the opening in that front of the hip. You could find your balance here. You could interlace your fingers behind your back and squeeze your shoulders, opening up the heart. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. Let's release those hands. We're going to bring the hands to the inside of the foot. So the foot moves over just a little bit. And then we're going to wing that knee out so that we're coming out onto the outer arch of that front foot. You can hold it here, or you can come down to your elbows. If you have blocks or a pillow, you can come down to the pillow. And this is, again, just a passive release. Sensing those places where you are in contact with the earth and rooting down. Bring that foot back in, hands back under. We're going to curl our back toe. We're going to turn towards that front leg. Reach the arm up. Spread your fingers, sparkle out. Notice where you are in contact with the earth. Bring the hand back down. We're going to step that front leg back. Downward dog. We're going to step that front leg, or the left leg forward, coming back down, walking that foot out, leaning into it. You can stay right here. You feel the desire to come up more straight, pressing in. Feel like, oh, a back bend would feel really good, opening the front of the body. Take a deep breath in. Let's release. We're going to bring the hands to the inside of the foot, winging out. Coming out onto the outer arch of that leg. You could always hold it here or bring your elbows down. Okay, let's bring that foot back in. Hands come down. You could curl that back toe, lift. We're going to turn towards that front leg, sparkle out, strong arm. Keep that leg in line. Take a deep breath in. Let's bring the hand back down. Step that foot back. Downward dog. Tailbone up to the sky. Now we're going to bend our knees and walk our hands back. And we're going to find our way into our squats. So your feet could be up here. You could be right here. This could be it. You could come down. Sitting up nice and straight. Hands in. Pressing elbows into the thighs. Lifting up on the pelvic floor. And we're sensing our connection to the ground. As we take a deep breath in, we're going to press to rise. Arms can come up above the head. Okay. We're going to shift to the right foot. We're going to find the tree trunk here. And then we're going to let the right foot, or vice versa, move. Left foot. So remember that at the beginning of the class, we talked about how important it is to be able to stay grounded, but then also to be able to move. Okay, bring your hands down. Looking for what would feel good to your body. And when you're ready, we're going to come into more static balance. You can lift up that foot and then place it back down. We're going to engage our core, pull our low belly in. The foot could come here. It could come to above the knee. We could bring our arms out. Your gaze can be out in front of you or up. Engage and energize the hands. If you like, hands can come down and up. Relax your jaw. Relax your mind. Okay, let's switch to the other leg. Other side. Forward. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to pick those roots up and place them back down. Stabilize. Externally rotate that thigh. Foot can come here, it could come here. Hands could come to the heart. You could lift, find your gaze points, breathe. If you like. One last time. We're going to bring our feet back down. Just again, noticing that grounded sensation. Maybe your nervous system feels a little calmer. We're going to come down and we're going to find our way onto our back body for Shavasana, final relaxation. You can bring your legs out. If it doesn't feel good to your low back, you can always keep them bent. Taking your feet wide on the mat and bridging, bringing your knees together. We want to have our hands out by the side of our body, palms up. You could lift your body up and set your body down, intentionally placing yourself on the ground. And you want to notice all of those places in your body that are in contact with the earth. Relaxing and releasing in. Having gratitude for the skies and the oceans, the rivers, the valleys, the deserts, the grasslands. Doing a body scan and noticing if there's any place in your body where you're habitually holding tension, and just letting yourself relax. Center of forehead, back of eyes, shoulders, hips. Noticing the stillness in the body, the stillness in the mind. Noticing thoughts as they arise and watching them disappear. Staying where you are in this moment, in this place. Watching the breath move the body, letting the breath breathe you. Once you feel secure and grounded, you want to sense the ability to expand, to feel connected. Maybe it's a spaciousness in the part of your body that is connected to the sky. Yourself be moved. Watching emotions move through the body, waves of energy. Ready, bringing yourself back into the physical body. You can roll over onto the side body into fetal position. And then when you're ready, finding your way up and back into your seated, your upright position. We end class with really grounding down again through the base of the spine. We're going to take a deep breath in and exhale as you bring your arms down. Breath in